Alright, guys, welcome to episode 3 of The Nerd is the Word. I'm Josh.
I'm Jeff.
And we got a good episode for you guys. We have a guest, first guest of the podcast. So
that is true, yeah. It's gonna be a wild episode. Gonna be doing something new for the first time. I'm excited to get this thing going.
It's gonna be great.
This is the way.
This is the way. So, well, for the Republic, actually. Gotta do this for the Republic. So, tell me, my man, what you been watching?
I watched episode 4 of Mandalorian. Let's see. We've finished the entire 13 episodes of the new Animaniacs. It did not take long.
No.
They were very short, and it was like you look up and you're like, oh, we're done?
Yeah, well,
okay,
they're zany to the max. So.
And there is still baloney.
In their pants. And their slacks, actually.
Yes, in their slacks. No, I was very sad that Bill Clinton didn't keep playing the saxophone. Very sad about that.
When it came to the theme song, I was singing along with it, and Serena was watching me, and they hit the new lines, and I'm like, what is this? So, but at least they kept the Pinky in the Brain.
And the fact that they absolutely made fun of internet trolls at the beginning of every episode.
Amazing.
Oh, God, so good.
Oh, I loved it. And then I've been watching that, been trying to catch up on The Boys, because, you know.
I was about to say, you're behind.
Yeah.
You've had months.
I've had months, but I've also been working nights for the past week. Okay?
Yeah. What about the other weeks in the other months?
Look, we don't have to talk about that. That's the past. This is the present, okay? But no, I've been watching The Boys, a lot of Star Wars, still Marvel.
I was about to say, have you gone and rewatched Clone Wars or Rebels or anything like that?
I watched most of Clone Wars when they put it on Disney Plus and they announced the new season. I spammed that shit, and I did not go back and watch Rebels. I've been meaning to, but I forgot.
As is tradition, yes.
But that, and also, I've been watching Black Sails.
What is that?
Okay, so Game of Thrones is like the adult version of Lord of the Rings, right?
Sure.
This is the adult version of Pirates of the Caribbean.
Okay.
And it's Captain Flint and Long John Silver from Treasure Island.
Okay.
It's the story of like how they met and how they got all the treasure that comes to the Treasure Island thing. When I tell you this show is 8 layers of fucked up, it's fucked. It's a good show, but you realize everything that Pirates of the Caribbean made fake about pirates in this show, and you're like, oh, they're doing that now. You can't watch the whole season. You got to watch a couple episodes and then have like a palate cleanser or something, because it's very it's good. But God, it's dark. It's really fucking dark.
Yeah, we've been trying to, me and the girlfriend have been trying to watch Dexter. Well, I've been trying to get her to watch Dexter.
Oh, Dexter was so
since
good.
they're coming out with the new season. But
Dexter was so good.
She literally has told me she can only watch 2 episodes at a time before she just needs a break. Because it just the way that the show works, it
is really intense.
Yeah.
I don't know. I liked it. I thought it was very good. But I can see her side where you can watch a couple of episodes and you're like, let's watch some Disney or some shit, man. I mean, something that isn't don't make you feel like you're going to hell. But I mean, no, that's all I've been watching, and really just using Disney Plus to my advantage.
Yeah.
I rewatched Lion King. Did
you... The original or
the
bad one?
Yes, the original.
Okay.
But me and Serena noticed something the other day on Aladdin.
Okay.
And we noticed it once. We tried playing it another time, and I guess it's one of those, once you see the warning once, you've got the warning deuces. Have you watched that on Disney Plus yet?
No.
Watch it, because right before they play the movie, they do the whole Disney castle shit. Mm-hmm. It has a warning that's saying that it has offensive material. And we watched it last night, and I'm like, where's the offensive material? I was like, am I just not getting it?
Is the offensive material having Gilbert Gottfried act in anything?
I mean,
because he doesn't really act.
He just screams.
They just pay him to talk, and they just slap it on a character.
Did you ever see the video of him reading 50 Shades of Grey?
Yes. Oh my God.
Oh my!
Yes.
That is the most pure video I've ever seen. That I actually am convinced that when you die, Gilbert Gottfried reads you 50 Shades of Grey. And then you do whatever you want to, but you have to sit through that. And
that's your penance for whatever you've done in life.
What have you done? Oh, you shoplifted? Yo, bring him in. I mean, it's... But no, we have a guest.
Yeah, we have a guest. It's one of my friends from like way back in school days. That's just kind of, she's had her own thing going on up in the big city. Got her a big girl job, but she still knows how to have fun on the side. So
hey, that's always good.
She's like super big with like cosplay and like goes to all these different cons every year. And we're trying to get like her and hopefully be able to go because we want to go and go to cons. Do some like nerd is the word on the road.
That would be very fun.
Maybe do some like vlogs and stuff. But our guest is here today. It's the lovely, marvelous Rachel.
Hi, glad to be here. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, I mean we're super excited to have you on, just to have someone else to bounce ideas off of and just like get other opinions, and just the fact that like you would take time out of like your busy schedule to like come talk to us.
Yeah, we really appreciate it.
Yeah, we're so excited to have you on. Why don't you just give like a little background on yourself? Let everybody know who you are, like what you do.
Yeah, so I've been cosplaying kind of as a full-time hobby for about 2 years now. It all started with Black Widow at Dragon Con 2018. Had a really amazing time at the Marvel photo shoot. Pretty much everyone showed up, including the guy that makes the Marvel props. And he pointed at me at my Black Widow batons. He said, "Those are my batons." I was like, okay, I'm sold. I'm doing this for the rest of my life now. So I've been doing that for about 2 years. Last few cons I went to is New York Comic Con. Got to meet all the Amazon Prime people. C2E2 got to meet Ming Na Wen. She took a picture of me. That's like the only photo I have of my Agent May cosplay. And yeah, hopefully we have some cons next year, but not looking so hot right now. But hopefully we at least have Dragon Con and, safety's first priority, because cons are definitely a cesspool for disease.
Yeah. It would have been, what was it? Was it strep throat that went around like a couple years ago? Like at Dragon Con, like everybody was getting sick. It was like somebody had something, and then like there was, I don't remember what exactly it was, but like this would not have been the first time that somebody would have went to a con and got something they didn't want.
I mean, there's always con crud. I got con crud at Holiday Matsuri last time, and I went to the Star Wars theme park for the first time. They had just opened Galaxy's Edge, Smuggler's Run, and all that. It was still worth it.
Was this the one in Orlando or the one in California?
Yeah, I have yet to be. I haven't been to Orlando in.
So when we went in July for our we have like a vacation in Orlando every year, and we went in July, and it wasn't. I think it opened like the next month, and I was so sad. Because like I was waiting for that thing I want to go so bad.
I mean, when I went to the last time that I've even been to a theme park was, I think, 2012, and we went to Universal, but we didn't get to go to like Harry Potter part, which was the one part of that I actually gave a shit about.
What did you even go to then? The whole ride?
We went to like the
Oh, so this was before. This was when they had it at Islands of Adventure, but they didn't bring Diagon Alley over yet.
Yeah, I mean, and they had like the sign for go over to Harry Potter. I'm sitting there like, oh, I wish I could. I'm sitting there like caressing Harry's face, like, "Come, my sweet baby boy." But I like the Mummy ride and I mean, it was fun. I mean, I was a kid,
you had the Universal stuff. So you got like the Jaws ride. There's like Simpsons.
Which, by the way, the Jaws ride, biggest waste of money in the fucking world. I'm sorry.
Look, it's been there since like 1970. Give them a break. I mean, they haven't updated it.
I can tell. They have an electric shark that pops out for 6 seconds, and they're like, "Oh, it's so scary." Is it scary? Because I mean, I've looked at myself in the mirror.
Yeah, I didn't really have that great of a time the first time that we went to Universal Studios, but I've always loved Islands of Adventure. Because like I remember before it was Harry Potter World, it was just like they had the basically the big roller coaster at Harry Potter World used to be the Dueling Dragons.
Yeah.
So like the world was already there. Like they already had the castle. They were like, well, we got this Harry Potter stuff. Why don't we try to make some
because
more money?
they know that Harry Potter makes money.
Oh, and the butterbeer. Oh my god.
I will say,
was so good.
My sister did. She bought like 2 4-packs of the butterbeer. One time she went, and I came over there after she was gone. She was like, "Try this," and I was like, "Okay." And I drank, and I was like, "Oh, there is a God."
I was about to say, yeah, it was a fun time. We'll definitely have to get to go. You know, we'll have to make a trip sometime when
Yeah.
we're not broke boys.
We'll
We'll go to
definitely-
Galaxy's Edge. We'll get our own lightsabers. You know.
Yeah, you gotta do
I'm
Rise
de-
of the Resistance. That was the best ride I've ever done in my life.
Yeah,
You're totally immersed in it.
screw the lightsaber. I'm getting those Princess Leia.
The buns.
The buns, man. Can you imagine this head with some buns on it? Right here. Yeah, I bet look good. He'll be stockmaster for my number.
That'd be only hair on top of your head, but
Hey, it's growing back, and the only reason why is because I shaved the beard. And Serena said, if I don't have the beard, I can't shave my head. I don't like having hair.
look, you look like an egg. Okay.
I'm,
You can't not have it. You look like an egg.
I'm aware of that. Okay, I have to have hair here or here. I don't like having hair up here. It's too much trouble. Okay, you gotta shampoo it, and then if you don't shampoo it, it feels weird. You shave it off. All you gotta do is screw with your beard.
Look, you think that's bad? She has like a new hairstyle every 2 weeks. Okay.
That's true. I got so tired of my long hair, I shaved the sides of my head, so.
I used to have a new hairstyle every 2.
Are you gonna? I thought you were planning on doing like a new color with it. Are you gonna?
Oh, yeah, I changed the color like every month.
Like,
I used to do that. If you look on my Facebook, I have a picture of me with like a greenish blonde, which is when I got drunk and tried to dye my hair. Didn't work
Oh my
the best out
goodness.
for me. I had stop sign red hair. I mean, it was red. I mean it was loud. I had aqua blue, which looked very mermaidy, and I know that because my mom called me and said, "Hey, you look like a mermaid," and I was like, "Sold." But now, what's your interests? Like the
the nerd
Like
world.
fandoms?
Yeah,
Yeah.
fandoms. I mean, obviously we all speak the lingua franca of nerds, or else we wouldn't be assembling here like the Justice League of old.
So definitely Marvel, hence the name Marvelous Rachel. I was doing a lot of Marvel cosplays, even though ironically I was a huge DC fan growing up. But once MCU came in, I was like, "Oop, sorry."
I mean,
Switched over.
Yeah.
I think we all
feel
did that.
But I don't know which one's the dark side, honestly. So
I don't think there is a dark side. I think
Yeah, he's gonna be in the new Zack Snyder Justice League. Like that's gonna be the dark side.
Crowbar.
DC. Yep. So Marvel's like a huge thing. The Boys, repping my A-Train jacket that I made.
I love it. I love it so much.
And I know you do a lot of like Star Wars stuff, like with the like.
Yep.
I know you have like the like a bunch of photo sets with you and like your. Do you have like an actual like figure for like the child?
Yeah, I have 2 Baby Yodas actually. One I gave like eyelashes and blush and like little lipstick, so it's like a little girl one.
that's
we don't know
adorable.
Baby Yoda's gender yet.
I
so.
mean, that is a very valid point, and I'm picturing it, and it's adorable, and that's exactly how I'm going to do it.
Completely adorable.
It's pretty.
I'm about to say, yeah, I know you've done a lot of like shoots with that. I saw you actually got the 12-foot skeleton.
Yep.
I
Talking
want
about
one,
Home
but
Depot 12-foot
yes,
skeleton?
she had. Not to mention, she turned it into Santa Claus.
Yep, I made
Yeah.
him a Santa suit because my mom was like, "How are you gonna have this year round? It's Christmas time." And I said, "Hold my beer."
So now, what
Jack
you're
Skellington,
saying is that
motherfuckers.
you're gonna make it some bunny ears,
Mhm.
and then what other holidays are you gonna make
Wings and a little Cupid,
A Cupid
bow.
Skelly would be so cute.
it? Oh, and then you could have like a 4th of July with just like some American flag bathing suit and
Yeah.
like sunglasses
And a beer.
What is it? Uncle Sam with the top hat and the
Yeah.
point.
Yeah. I want you to get wasted today.
Oh no, there's so many good ideas with that.
Actually, yeah, I dig it.
Yeah.
And then, like, I know you're what? Like, you went for engineering? Is
Yep.
that- Yeah.
Yep.
So, because I've seen you do a lot of, like, actual, like, I know you had your, what was it? From the Atlantis movie? Like, you made the
Kita.
little.
Yeah, so I
you
made
the
her
little-
Crystal for my Black Widow. I, made her Widow Bites with LEDs. One of my friends actually did the 3D design for it, so I just printed their parts and then put everything together. The Widow community is pretty tight, too, so we just share 3D files and everything.
Yeah, because
That's
I've
cool
seen,
as hell.
like, you've put a lot of, like, your school knowledge and day knowledge into your hobby, and I think that's really cool.
Oh, yeah,
And
that's
it
cool.
makes
So,
it makes
Thanks.
some of the stuff that you do like just stand out to me. It's like we've all had friends that do cosplays, but like
yeah,
when I see your stuff, I'm like, see, that's like a whole nother level.
Oh, thank you.
That's-
Like it's
that's dedication. There's a difference between
Yeah.
buying a costume and going like, "Hey, I'm Robin." There's a difference between like, "Oh, you made that. That looks good. That looks
Yeah.
damn good." I
I
mean,
would say And I know, did you make like I know you have the Homelander thing. Did you make all that yourself?
No, so the Homelander thing is from Spirit, and I was trying it, and so it just didn't fit right. I just clamped it in the ways that I needed it to fit, and then returned it after doing some pictures because I made it look good. It does not look that good in person.
Ah, okay.
So that's one of the things that I'm gonna just make later because in that case, purchasing it wasn't worth it. So for a lot of cosplays, if purchasing it is cheaper than buying the material and making it, I'll just buy it. So
yeah, because like I know like you have a lot of like videos on your Instagram that just like it's just like you working on stuff. Like I watch your stories on Instagram. I'm just amazed at like how much like time and like, just actual hard work you put into this, because I'm like, I would never, like, that's not for, but like the fact that like you're doing it at such like a top level, like it's so fun to watch.
It definitely does show a love for the craft of, it's honestly, it's a hobby, but it's not like a, oh, I'll do this, once or twice. That's a, if I'm going to do this, I'm going to do it right.
Yeah.
And he showed me it does look very good. It is very well done.
Thank you. I feel like I have a lot to learn. Thankfully, there's like a huge community to learn from. But yeah, it's super fun. I like the crafting part more than anything else. So next year, if there's competitions, I'm going to have a suit that's going to have motors, LEDs, fans, and a lot of other things on it. But it's going to be a little secret because it's going to be competitive.
That's badass.
So is there anything that like you're working on that you can tell us about, like that's going to be coming up?
My plan is to do a Mandalorian armor. I actually was researching Bo-Katan armor right before that episode. So I was like, oh, I'm psychic. So my plan is to do a Bo-Katan and Black Widow mix, and then to make a child that looks like the Hulk and have that.
Oh my god.
I can't wait to see that.
Oh, gee. Okay, yeah. I'm going to be, like, stalking your page now just to, like, all right, is it out yet? Is it out yet?
100%. And if you don't tell me, if I don't get to see it and you don't tell me, yeah, me and you're going to have some words, okay? I will call you.
I was going to say that.
I might put my hand on your chest. I might be, yo, come on, man.
That sounds, like, crazy cool. Like, I'm legitimately excited to see that. So, like, with the con world, like I know they've shut down a lot of stuff for this year because they had like DC had their little fandom where it was all like Zoom calls. They did Comic-Con. I know it was just the panels were all Zoom calls. Mm-hmm. So like what do you think is going to be like the first con that's actually going to happen? Because like I know that there's talks about this vaccine that should be like making most of the rounds by, what was it, like April or May?
Yeah, I feel that's what, I don't know, since I've kind of been trying to keep out of all that because, to be honest, the nerd stuff is the important stuff. But, I mean, yeah, I'm not, like, shooting you down. I'm not that, trust me, I came out different than what I meant. But, I think then last time I saw anything, I think that is what I heard, and...
So, what cons are going on usually around that time?
C2E2, which has already been pushed to December, and then MomoCon, which is in Atlanta, I haven't heard about lately, but KatsuCon is in February. They canceled that. I think that was like the first time in, probably since it started.
Yeah, they're canceling a lot of stuff, and a lot of it I can 100% understand.
Because I know a lot of, like, the big ones are usually, like, summer and fall?
Yeah.
So... It'll be interesting to see how that kind of works going forward. Like if those are going to have to be pushed to maybe, I mean, even if necessarily like there isn't, like even if there's a physical con, like maybe some of the stuff could get put online too for people that can't necessarily get tickets or afford tickets. And like maybe that would be kind of neat to see if like maybe, like some of the, even if it's like, at the point of just like adding more stuff, like not necessarily like taking some of the IRL experience away, but adding more experiences online that are like online exclusive stuff. That'd be kind of neat to see.
It will be. I think DC Fandom really did kind of pave the way for that because that was I didn't think it was going to be as successful, and they said they're doing
that was way better than I expected.
They said they're doing an online con. I was like, oh, it's going to crash and burn. And if you look at the numbers,
no, it did not.
Those numbers were very high.
I mean, you got to think about some of the releases that they dropped too.
I mean, they dropped a Batman trailer that I didn't think I was going to see until next year, and I watched it 7 times, laying in bed while I'm sure she heard it.
We were at work on break, and like, hey, let's watch the Batman trailer again.
And we watched it 3 times. I mean...
You made other people at our work watch it that had no idea what was going on.
I know I did. Because they need to be shown, okay? Look, okay, if this is a religion... I'm a disciple. I gotta show people the way of the nerd. Okay, you gotta speak the lingua franca of nerds. I am testifying the bat.
I was about to say it was wild, and they did what was it? They did Zack Snyder's Justice League
with the song from Watchmen.
The one that got everything taken off of YouTube.
Yeah, that was
the whole DMCA thing. It literally took Kevin Smith's stream for Fat Man Beyond. It took it down.
Yeah,
because they like copyright claimed it in the middle of a live stream.
Which
wild.
I don't know if you have a show or something like that that's gonna promote your stuff, how right in the middle they're gonna be like no and turn it off. I mean, but
money.
Well, and so
money
so,
is
it's literally that, and it's not even. It wasn't even like. Who is it? Is it Warner Brothers that's doing that? Yeah, it wasn't even Warner Brothers that shut it off. It was literally the music company for the song.
Yeah.
It had nothing to do with the trailer because they went back and played it again with no sound.
And nothing. Yeah, I do remember.
Oh, it wasn't even like it was literally just the song because they don't care.
People are really companies are really finicky about the stuff they'll let by, and it's really stupid.
They want to steal everybody's money. That's what it is.
Everybody's money, and I mean. But I don't know. I mean, I've always wanted to get into the cosplaying scene.
Do it.
I have a
cosplay.
I have a friend of mine who does it. My buddy Jay Sean, and he does very well. I mean, he enjoys it. He did Miles Morales for I think he did it for MomoCon.
Okay.
The last one
that happened.
Yeah, and he showed me pictures. Like, damn. And he does a lot of his cosplays on TikTok now, and. The dude does good. I mean, I like to get into it.
Yeah, so how's that been for you? I know you started a TikTok where you've done stuff. Like, how's that been going for you?
Pretty good. Ironically, the TikTok videos do better on Instagram, but I think it's because I have a bigger following on Instagram, and maybe like the audience is different because TikTok is like so nitpicky with the algorithm. If someone likes your stuff too much, then they shadow ban you. Like if you put cosplay, then they're like no. So people put C0SPL@Y half the time.
Yeah.
It like makes no sense. But I mean, Instagram changed their platform to where it pisses everyone off to be like a shoppers thing versus and so I don't think people really like that either.
Yeah, I'm about to say all of these social medias are changing. I know I think that it's weird because like our Facebook has like more people that like the page, but I feel like we get more interaction with the Instagram.
Yeah, I mean,
because it's like the people who do like the Instagram like will consistently go like like post or. Like we consistently get like a couple new followers like every other day. Yeah,
with the Facebook, I think maybe we've gotten 2 in the past like week. Which that's still 2 new followers, and that's great. But I have noticed that the Instagram is a lot more active than the Facebook pages.
And I mean, you're constantly posting stuff over there.
Yeah, it's just I at least post something once a day.
Yeah.
So it stays active. So like maybe like if I'm at work and I'm on my lunch break. If I see like the Gremlins thing or post it. I mean,
we just got to get to a point where we can actually get like interaction on it.
Which it'll take. I mean, we're on episode 3.
Yeah, because like I know you're like all of your stuff. Like you have plenty of people that like comment on it, like all kinds of stuff, and it's. I was say, well, we're just trying to get like you. It's like you
always got to drive the interaction, but now Instagram changed to where the comments and likes don't matter as much anymore. People have to save it or share it, so then everyone has to be like, share my stuff now.
I have noticed that. I was wondering everyone was talking about sharing, but I guess I mean now that question's answered. Write a book, okay? Write a book for just us, okay? Yes. It needs to be titled "How to Do This Right" for Jeff and Josh.
Yes.
We will read it and we will do it that way.
Yeah, I was about to say we'll have to have some like conversations behind the snes, just try and help us figure out like all this social media work. Cause like we're like we've obviously had social media,
Yeah.
but like in trying to do it for like a business, like it's definitely been different.
It has been a learning experience.
I know, and I mean I know like I've had some knowledge with it like in school for like my degree, because like I have a management degree, and like it's also I have a marketing and business minor. So like I've been through these classes before, but like nothing really beats like actually doing it.
Yep.
And it's like it's just so tough to like try and build a following like that from just nothing. Like how long have you had like your Instagram up like for that to get to where you are?
Only like the 2 years. It's just like it's a lot of it is from meeting people at cons. So most of the people that follow me are people
like,
that I've become
networking and all
friends
that?
with. Yeah. And so you kind of collab different photographers, other friends, and just networking that way. So whenever, cons start back up, I think there was like some big podcaster out there like Markiplier, and that's how he built his network, is like just meeting people like, hey, you'll be in my interview for like this set, give me your business card or your tag, and then I'll tell you what second you're at in the
Oh yeah,
videos.
and look how he's grown. I mean, I remember watching Markiplier videos when it was a grainy little box and him playing like Amnesia. And now, I mean, he started a YouTube channel just to delete it. I mean,
He deleted it?
the Unis and whatever the heck it's called.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, he deleted it. Like, I think it was this week. I
So
saw.
he did it like he just made like a second channel, and
He,
then
I think it was a year long. It was him and Ethan or whoever, and they had a year of just posting videos and all that. They had one final live stream, and they deleted that shit. And he posted about it. He was like, "I've never felt more like relieved." And I was like, "You posted videos almost every day for a year, and you just deleted that shit? Is that something people do?"
There must have been like some
something
other thing.
something successful people get to do.
Well,
We're not
he,
successful.
Well, he did say it was they started it so they could delete it. He said it was something like just I don't know. He's smarter than I am. I mean, look.
It was an experiment.
Yeah, I mean, look at how much money this dude is. Obviously smarter than I am, and great hair. He has. I'm sorry.
He just has majestic
He
like
has
Disney Prince hair.
Doesn't he though? And his facial hair, on my face, because that dude has some good hair. I mean, he got a good hair gene.
So, like, we know that you've been doing a lot of stuff with, like, your Baby Yoda cosplays and everything. Like, what have you thought about The Mandalorian so far?
I didn't appreciate the filler episode, especially since we only get, 8 episodes total?
Yeah.
So I didn't appreciate that being so early in the beginning.
Yeah, it was like you got the first episode, then hey, here's a filler. Here's the roll for dinner.
I was about to say, episode 4, 5, or what, 5, 6, 7, and 8 better just all be bangers.
I hope so.
I don't want to see Mando at all in them. I just want to see Ahsoka and Moff Gideon having 3 episodes of a lightsaber battle, and they don't have to say a damn thing.
I would love to see a lightsaber battle in The Mandalorian.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that'd be beautiful.
Now I'm thinking about it. Have we ever seen one at all? I don't think so.
And Mandalorian?
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
The only lightsaber that we have seen is the dark saber
Right
for
at the
all
end.
like
Yeah.
2 minutes that it was in the.
Yeah, and then everyone was like, and they were freaking out like me.
Yes, that was you. Don't say everyone. Say me.
Okay, let me rephrase that. Let me rewind. When I was freaking...
That's better.
But no, we watched it, because I had to work that day, so it was like, okay, we're going to watch it in the middle of the day. That episode was... It felt good. Which, I know that sounds weird. It felt like it's leading to something that's not just Ahsoka. It's more of a like, hey, you're going to get Ahsoka Tano, and everyone's going to be like, but then you're like, oh, and also, I think they said they got to get, the DNA from the source?
Yeah.
That has to be Yoda. It has to be a
so-
Yoda.
I thought it was going to be Palpatine's clone.
Yeah. So here's what. Did you not see the new Rockstar's video?
I have not watched it.
So basically, Eric from New Rockstars was saying that he thinks that like those clones that were in the vat, one of them was Snoke, and that this is basically that they're tying in the busted premise from the actual sequels.
Well, that's not just the premise from the sequels, though. That was in some of the I don't want to say Elseworld, but like the extended universe books was Palpatine cloned himself.
Yes. Mm-hmm. So like he was basically saying that like they needed the child's blood because it has like because it was like midichlorian rich.
Yeah.
You know, they obviously didn't say the M word. They just said
they didn't say the M word, but they said M, and
yeah.
I was sitting there like, you mean the midichlorians?
Yeah. So they brought back that whole premise from like the first three episodes, and not like 4, 5, and 6, but episodes 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah.
And they brought back that.
I don't think midichlorians were even mentioned in the original trilogy.
It was something that was made for episode 1, 2, and 3 that the neckbeards didn't like.
And now it's kind of just,
yeah, you know, just like Darth Jar Jar. Like, I still wish we could have seen it.
Oh,
it is a thing.
So
but
I saw your damn post.
Yeah. Yeah, because that man was trying to insult the power that is Darth Jar Jar.
Darth Jar,
and
I think there's actually
set him straight.
I think there's actually a book. I feel like I heard about it. I didn't read it because I kind of stopped reading the Star Wars books a little while ago.
If there's a book, send it to me and I will cosplay it.
I need to find it, but I swear it said that after like Palpatine became the Senate and all that, Jar Jar became a Sith Lord. I swear to God, I think that was actually written.
I need this.
If I could find that book, that is my Bible.
Because like there, like you can see the parts of like where like the interviews with like George Lucas and everything, where he said that the original title for, or like the working title for episode 2 while they were shooting was Jar Jar's Big Adventure.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah.
No.
And then, like that was like that's what they were referring to it as on set.
Here's the thing. I'm glad it was Attack of the Clones, but if they would have gone through, I get it was the you can't say it's Star, like I think the new Spider-Man, its running title for like sets is Run Home or Home Run or something like that. Like
what was the one for the new Black Widow movie? I remember it was something that had to do with it was something that was very obviously Black Widow. I cannot remember what it was.
I honestly can't remember. I remember that.
Yeah, because like my friend that works up in the business, like I was asking him about like what was going on, and like he was naming some of the stuff. I was like, "That's Black Widow." He's like, "I know. We're just not." I was like, "That's Black Widow."
I mean, I remember
because I think it was like something. It was like Romanov something. I was like, "No, you can't trick me. I know this is how this works." But it was. I thought that was. I was like, okay. So yeah, they definitely have like those weird titles.
Serena just handed this to me. She said, "What comic is Jar Jar? A Sith Jar Jar? A Sith Jar Jar?
A Sith
Sith Jar Jar?"
Hey, you know what? I love it.
I love it. First Google thing. Marvel Comics and Star Wars might have officially jumped the shark as they allowed the bumbling buffoon, aka a Sith Lord, acting dumb. We know this.
He's drunken master.
No. Yeah. Known as Jar Jar Binks to wield a lightsaber in Star Wars Age of the Republic Special Number 1. Motherfucker's a Sith Lord. You don't have to call him a buffoon.
Just look at the eyes.
He has the Sith eyes.
He has the Sith eyes.
I think you sent me that picture of what was her name from the sequels? The little short chick with the weird glasses.
Oh yeah, the one that like
I see the same eyes in everyone. It had like Palpatine, Anakin, Jar Jar.
It's the same yellow eyes.
Okay, I mean, it's just like you talking about those yellow eyes. I still think one of the best parts of Revenge of the Sith is at the end of the Mustafar fight when you see Anakin's eyes go to Sith eyes. Mm-hmm. That's beautiful. That they didn't have to do that shit, but they did. They did it for us.
They did it for us. It was they were on their game when they made Episode 3.
They're on their A game,
except for the fact that there was no Darth Jar Jar to kill.
I mean, yeah, but anyway, we kind of got off topic. Mandalorian.
Yeah, they were having like it's gonna be like I think that they're writing it in to where it literally fits in between episode 6 and like the events of episode 9. So like what Eric was saying was that maybe Moff Gideon is like part of the not like the First Order, but he's part of the Final Order, like in the shadows, like trying to figure out a way to resurrect Palpatine.
Which that really would make sense. I mean, and plus, that actor, he's amazing. Mm-hmm. He is great in it. He could sit there and read the phone book, and I would still be like, read more pages. I mean, he's a great actor, and I really did enjoy. I like the fact that he hasn't been in every episode. He's been a minute or two. He's there. It's like okay. It's
his
it's
time will come.
it's the smoking man in X-Files. I mean, you don't know what's gonna happen, but you know if he's there, some shit's fucking up. But I like him. I mean,
it's gonna be. I'm curious to see what happens because I know this next episode we should be getting Ahsoka.
It's called The Jedi. If we don't get Ahsoka and the episode's called The Jedi, we have a dick punching party.
People will riot.
Oh my! The hype started as soon as they leaked the title. The hype started everywhere.
The hype started when they said Rosario Dawson is going to be Ahsoka Tano in this season.
I thought it was funny that they said that after they filmed the whole season.
Which I thought that was very well done, that they didn't say a damn thing. And then, afterwards, like, oh, hey, yeah, BT dubs. She's going to be in here. And it's like, really? Really? You buried the lead on that one?
Look, Disney has that money.
Disney does.
They can hide anything.
Really? Disney has that money. They can't shut Mark Ruffalo or Tom Holland up with that money.
Look, I think I think they get more out of it than they
get free marketing out of it.
Because whenever Mark Ruffalo says something he's not supposed to, everyone talks about it.
Oh, 100%.
And that means everyone talks about Disney. Disney likes that.
Disney likes Disney.
That's why half of the times when you see things leaked, it's not leaked. They put it out there on purpose and made you think it was a leak.
That's how that works. Tom Holland, they're like, hey, don't say this or do an Instagram story. Then he's like, let me do an Instagram story right now.
Yeah. Don't say this, wink, wink. Do an Instagram story, wink, wink. He's like, do you want me to say it? Yes, Tom, we want you to say it.
No, we don't want you. No, we don't want you to say that.
Well, what is the part in Deadpool with the, you should take him back. Kill him. That's what they do. You did so bad. I'm so proud of you. That's what they do. Because Tom Holland, I mean, the dude's like, almost 30? Yet he is cute as a button. I mean, he is adorable.
Is he actually that old? I thought he was like 25.
I think
he's like 27?
He looks young. Let's put it that way.
Let's see. Tom Holland. He does have a baby. That motherfucker.
How old is he?
He's 24.
See, I told you, he's actually young. They got him as like an 18-year-old kid to be in Civil War.
He's 24 years old. Okay, see, I thought he was older than that. Now it kind of makes...
They legitimately got a kid.
It's just like Zendaya. How old is Zendaya?
She's got to be around that same age.
She's got to be around the same age.
Because she's been doing like child...
How old is Zendaya? Zendaya is also 24 years old.
I was about to say, they got like legitimate kids to play kids. It's weird how that works. Now we don't have to pretend that Tobey Maguire is 18 in that movie. Like,
Tobey Maguire,
he was 35.
I don't even think when he was 18 he looked 18. I mean, but no, yeah, I want to see what's cooking.
Like trying to convince us that Joe Manganiello was a high school student. Are you kidding me? He looked 40.
The dude looked like he drank 4 beers for breakfast.
He was
actually. Are you sure he's not a high school kid? Did he go to my high school?
Oh my lord.
He was pretty. Did you ever see the video of where they looped it where he's punching MJ?
Oh.
Where he's like, I wouldn't want to fight me, and it's the part from Spider-Man 3 where she hits the ground and everyone's just looking at him and he's like, I'm not a monster. I mean, they released the Slade Wilson pictures, the Deathstroke pictures.
Oh,
he did. Oh, did they give him a fucking mohawk? Because I mean, if they did,
I don't think it was necessarily like a full mohawk, but it's definitely like how they did, what was it, Hawkeye in
like the
Endgame,
skullet.
where it's like, like he's got like the side shave, and it's kind of like pulled back into like a
I don't care.
Mohawk type thing.
Joe can be in anything. He's
one of us. He can be in whatever.
He was funny in Reboot, and he was in there for 0.8 seconds.
I was say he is one of us. He can be in whatever he wants.
The king.
That man. Legitimately, his home D&D game includes J.J. Abrams. Okay.
Yeah, it's because
like have you heard about like his D&D home game?
No, but if it has J.J. Abrams,
he legitimately has people. So he's married to Sofia Vergara, and they had a basement in their house, and she was 2 days away from turning it into her personal home gym. When one of his friends asked him if he wanted to like start playing D&D again, because he played it as a kid, like that was one of his favorite things to do. And so, like, he was getting back into it, and like just remembered how much he loved it, and told her, no, this is going to be my space. And he completely built it into he's got a giant like table with like chairs fit for like King Arthur that people sit at.
You know, I think he also has
the round table, basically.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just like a big, like, long rectangular table, but like the chairs, like, yes, like just giant, like, kingly looking chairs.
I mean, I think Sean Gunn and all of them are in on the games too. It's like really?
Anyone should, like, I think he's had the Russo bros in there at one point, other famous like actors.
I wish they would stream that. That'd be
there's a lot more actors in Hollywood than you would think that play D&D. You ever watched Harmon Quest?
I don't think so.
It's got Dan Harmon, the dude that made Rick and Morty and all that, and he plays D&D with like famous celebrities. Like what's her Gina from Brooklyn Nine-Nine played it with him.
Oh, nice.
Oh my
like
gosh,
it was,
Gina?
yeah, it's pretty funny. It's animated. Like you see them playing, but they'll animate it for the story. That is the funniest fucking show I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, he turned that basement into like
I think he has a Rancor head on
any props that you could ever think that you might need are hanging on his wall.
I think he has like a mounted Rancor head too.
Yeah, he decked this thing out, and oh my god, is it beautiful!
Oh, I would give a lot of things. I would listen to the tale of Dark Plagueis the Wise.
I mean, I'd listen to it anytime, but
well, you can't hear the story from a Jedi, so
well, that is true. They won't tell it to you.
They won't tell it to you. They keep that. That's like the restricted section at Hogwarts. I mean, you can read it one day, but not today.
That's the book where you get to learn the Eye of Agamotto.
The Book of Cagliostro. I'm 100% positive the Book of Cagliostro is at Hogwarts, and Dumbledore's like, fuck you. He has it in his office. It's his personal collection. Doctor Strange comes borrows it from time to time. But I can't wait to see what's cooking over there with Mandalorian.
If I get one lightsaber fight, I'll be a happy boy, and it will make up for episode 2. Just give me one lightsaber.
Just one lightsaber.
That's all I want.
You hear they apparently want to put Luke in it. Like further down the season, I heard that. Well, I don't think they want to. I think there's a rumor or something. Well,
I mean, if they're writing it into the story from the actual sequel, it fits.
Well, you still have a lot of Luke Skywalker stories you can tell. I mean, you have Grandmaster Luke. Mm-hmm. Those stories were fucking insane. And they were so good, and I love every second of them. And if they need to get Sebastian Stan to play Luke Skywalker. Because him and young Mark Hamill look a lot alike.
Okay.
I can see it. I can see it. Like, did that whole hair dye change?
Mm-hmm. See what's cooking? See? Can you smell? Can you smell what the Josh is cooking?
Manifest.
Think it into. I gotta wish it into.
That was kind of like my my fantastic forecasting.
I hate you. That was so amazing.
We need to wish that one in existence.
Wish it into existence. But no, I mean, we'll talk about another great show. I wish I could have finished The Boys.
Yeah, we get to talk about not everything because somebody couldn't stay up late and finish.
Do you realize how many hours I had been up yesterday when I went to bed? I'll go ahead and tell you. 27. I was up
been out since what, September?
Yes, you've had months.
Don't assist him. don't assist him. I get you guys are friends, but I feel attacked. Okay.
Plural months.
Okay. Well, I had to do an Avatar: The Last Airbender rewatch. I do it a couple times a year. It happened to come out during my Last Airbender rewatch. I mean, come on. I have to get at least Uncle Iroh a couple times a year.
Uncle Iroh's the best.
Uncle Iroh is the best.
If you could be any bender, which one would you be?
Fucking Airbender all day long.
Airbender?
You get
is it because of the hair?
You get, well, yeah. I mean, that was going to be
You are bald.
That was going to be my first statement. You get to be bald and no one shames you for it. I mean, you get to have a big old bison that, I mean, you don't need to bend shit. All you got to do is go, yo, Appa. Okay, he going to fuck you up now. Stand back.
I think I would legit choose air just because I hate buying gas. Like, if I could just fly wherever I needed to, that'd be lit.
I think with me it'd be either air or fire because, I mean, let's be honest. Azula was crazy, but she was really badass. Mm-hmm, she was badass.
Definitely fire. I like that. Azula, before she went a little too crazy, that was like
I did.
Her,
I
like,
did.
badass electric energy, everything. But I always get Uncle Ira whenever I do those personality tests.
I will say one of my favorite parts of Avatar was, I can't remember if it was in the last episode or the episode before the last. I want to say it's the last, and it's the right before the final Agni Kai.
Mm-hmm. And she cuts her hair.
Yeah, she's in the mirror and she sees her mom. That is heartbreaking and beautiful writing. And that last Agni Kai, you haven't even seen the show, have you?
Nope.
What? You're gonna give him shit for the boys, and you haven't watched Avatar: The Last Airbender?
She beat me by 2 seconds.
I've seen like maybe 20 episodes.
I have watched that show at least since I watched it when it first came out on Nickelodeon when me and my brother were young. So I watched every episode, and then you couldn't really find it on anything because Netflix hadn't come out yet and all that. So they put it on Netflix when Netflix first dropped. And I watched the entire show. And then they took it off Netflix, couldn't find shit. I bought the DVDs and watched it 6 times. And then I bought the Blu-rays. Serena watched it once. I mean, it's a great show, and you're missing out on so much.
It's really good. I highly recommend. It's a very easy background show.
My girlfriend loves it, but like I would literally watch episodes with her, and I'm like, I would just critique it so much. I'm like, you could have just done it. Like, there's so many plot points that could have just been like, he's the fucking Avatar. Shouldn't he be able to do this?
Yeah, but then you miss the great episodes. You miss the Secret Tunnel song. You missed the Secret Tunnel song. Who with four nomads who, mind you, were definitely high. They were high as a fucking kite.
So like, what was it? The episode where it starts out with the flashback of him like riding down it was like one of the Earthbenders places.
Oh yeah, it was King Boomy.
Yeah. Yeah, I called that before that, like, a whole, 20 minutes before they revealed it. I was like, it's the same dude, isn't it? And my girlfriend just looks at me like, how did you know? I was like, Serena, it just makes sense.
Me and Serena watched, I think we watched the first season together. And then after that was before she moved in with me. So she's going to her, I think, where she lived. And then she's watching all the episodes. She's like, you know how boring this is? I was like, I'm going to go up there. I'm going to fight you, woman. I mean, if you do not find any beauty in the final Agni Kai, if you don't find anything that touches your heart when Aang doesn't kill Ozai, I don't know what's wrong with you.
I will admit I did enjoy the cabbages guy.
My cabbages!
There's a Funko Pop of him with a cabbage cart. I'm gonna find it.
Get it? It's so cute, and that's like the funnest cosplay I've seen at cons. This person will have a cabbage cart and just scream, "My cabbages!" and then like people will throw them onto the ground.
I still think I saw something on I think it was Pinterest or Facebook or something like that, where someone dressed up as Robin and they die right in front of Batman. And he grabbed him in his arms like, see, that's fucked up. That's fucked up. But you want to talk about fucked up? Did you ever watch The Killing Joke? The cartoon
animated one? Yeah.
Oh, it's on my list.
That movie is Here's the thing.
It's on HBO Max.
It's on Netflix now.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I know for a fact it's on HBO Max.
No, it's not anymore.
Oh, it's not anymore?
They took it off when Netflix picked it up for X amount of time.
I acquired it.
Yeah. I know how you acquired it.
I acquired it a while ago and I watched it. Oh my god, just my favorite part is still that joke at the end of the book.
The book.
What do you think I am, crazy?
Yeah. The book was it was well written. Alan Moore hates everything he's ever fucking done.
Yes,
like,
that's true.
If you ask him how I hated Watchmen, you wrote this much of it. You obviously didn't hate it. It's a lot. I hated Watchmen. I think he wrote Year One. I think he hates Year One.
He's his own hater.
He hated League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, and he wrote the fucking comic.
I love that movie. I will unabashedly say I love that.
You know what gets me? The way you just said that. That was my favorite knife. But the Killing Joke book is very well written. It is one of my favorite Bat books. I mean, I get that it's not officially canon, but they still keep the whole Batgirl thing, everything that happened. But it also showed you Joker's sane. Mm-hmm. Because it's at the end when he's have you read the book?
I haven't.
Oh shit.
Yeah, let's not spoil.
Yeah, I'm not gonna spoil.
Is it like a big thing?
I mean, not really. It's not like something that you go, oh my god, it's something.
I mean, it's the Joker.
It's poignant.
Okay, I'm gonna just say it.
There's a part at the end when, they do the whole fight, Batman, the running thing.
Mm-hmm.
And Joker's like, go ahead, beat the shit out of me. Take me back to Arkham. That's what you do. He's like, not this time. I'm going to talk to you. He's basically telling me to let me help you. Joker's like, no, it's too late for that. It's like, holy shit, he's sane? Because that sounds like something a sane person would say. It's very well written. The movie is very good. To an extent.
And the fact that it ends with, like...
It ends just like the book did.
And it doesn't even end with, like, Batman and the Joker, like, fighting. And it literally ends with them just sitting down and talking, and the Joker literally tells him a joke, and Batman laughs.
It's exactly how the book ends. The book is... There's a reason that movie's rated R.
It's very dark.
Because, you ever heard Mark Hamill talk about it? It was at Star Wars Celebration before the movie came out, and someone asked him a question. He goes, I'm excited for Killing Joke. And he's like, oh, you heard we're making that. And he's telling how he's like, they could not have made that movie and it be PG or PG-13. Mm-mm. Because that book is for adults. This is adult DC. This isn't,
Excellent.
It is very good.
Because it's only, like an hour long?
It's, I think, usual, animated hour and a half at most. It's not too incredibly long, but they're still able to fit.
It went down so easy. Like, I just remember starting it and, it was over and I was like, oh, already?
Well, it's
been an hour and a half?
It's like me and Serena watched that, 2 weeks ago. We're just sitting on the couch. She goes, let's watch this. I was like, so we're sitting there watching it, and she was like, I don't get it. I was like, you'll get it. And at the end, I was like, this is what it is. It is honestly cut and simple Joker. It's very good. I highly recommend it. If you can read the book first. Because...
Is there more in the book versus the movie?
To an extent, they were still able to fit the entire book into the movie.
Okay.
There's just a way that the book is written.
Yeah.
And the art that... It's honestly beautiful. Like, Brian Boland did without a doubt the best... Just if I can find a picture of this Joker.
I think I've seen the art.
Yeah,
everywhere.
the artwork.
That's I've been seeing around recently.
The artwork is insanely
it's very
good.
Beautiful, and
the fact that they were able to get Mark Hamill to do the voice of it for the actual
because Mark Hamill originally was going to retire Joker after Arkham City, and he said that the only way he'll come back for Joker is if they do Killing Joke. So they did Killing Joke, and without a doubt, the best. Like, this is one of the posters I have in there that I'm going to hang up. Let me find out. Like, that's the Joker that they drew.
Oh, I've seen some, cosplay references that people have done for that.
It is it is such beautiful artwork that, God, I love everything about that book.
Let's see if I can do the book first, because that was, I think, in Flashpoint Paradox, where they had, Martha Wayne, the actual, mom be the Joker, but the movie, she never shows up.
Well, and it's weird because the Flashpoint books, they wrote those Flashpoint books so weird. Mm-hmm. They didn't put all, what I liked about Killing Joke and Nightfall and all that, they were able to do a compendium. Where the whole thing is, here's the entire story. I don't think they have one for Flashpoint. They just have, hey, you want to read this? Okay. Fucking find it. Yep. But no, I mean, I really... Like I said, I highly recommend if you can read the book first, read it. You won't really be missing much if you watch the movie first, but there's just a difference between reading the book and understand. They put stuff in the movie that wasn't even in the book. It was, but
it worked.
And it did work. I wasn't a big fan of it.
It's one of the few things that I've seen that they tried to completely copy a book and then turn it into an animated movie, where the animated movie actually pulls it off really well.
Yeah, I mean, they did that.
I don't know who they got to animate that thing, but
I don't know. It's kind of I didn't like the new one they did, the Death in the Family. I did not like that movie.
I haven't seen most of the animated movies
because
specifically, but
did you see Under the Red Hood? Okay.
Hadn't watched that one either.
Well, they did the same like art style,
Mm-hmm.
and it's really a choose your own story, and I hate that.
Oh.
If you're gonna make an animated movie out of a book that as powerful as Death in the Family, you don't make that shit a point and click. You do the movie, and if people don't like it, tough shit. I mean, if they don't like that Jason Todd died, well, don't watch the fucking movie.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I like the DC animated movies though. I really do. They're good. I like the newer ones with the like a Batman versus Robin, and that one had the Court Owls in it, and that was something.
I was gonna say that's something that people are saying they're going to be doing in this new The Batman movie.
If they do Court Owls, they need to do it right.
Well, I mean, again, we've only seen, what was it, like 50% of the movie or 30% of the movie that they made
27% of
that they made that trailer from, and it already looks good from 30%.
Jeffrey Wright as Commissioner Gordon is without a doubt the smartest casting, and I hate no one's thought about it before.
It's all really good.
I mean, I like Jeffrey Wright in the Bond movies. You know, your brother from Langley. I mean, that dude is fucking badass. He's a great actor. I mean, but no, The Boys.
Yeah, now that we've gotten off topic, we can get back to what we were actually talking about, which was The Boys and season 2 of that.
I will take no blame for getting off topic. Okay, I'll take about 98% blame.
That is usually how it works.
That's usually how it works with us.
So how many episodes did you actually get to finish?
5.
5. So,
Like,
so you know most of it.
I know most of what's happening. You've told me a little bit, which, I mean, it's gonna be done tonight. Just go ahead and let you know that.
I told you, like, once you started, it's like crack. Like, the season was so good.
And what's
I was
weird
pissed
is
I had to wait a week
what's weird is
every
I don't
episode.
know why it took me this long, because with the first season, I was gonna watch episode 1 just to see what it's like, because I love Carl Urban, you know, great actor. I watched the first episode. I was 5 episodes in before I realized, hey, it's dark out and I probably should go to work.
Yeah, so you had been recommending it to me at work like a whole bunch.
Mhm.
And so like one night I finally just caved. It was like 11:30. Like I had just gotten home from work. I was like, you know what, let's just like start this. We'll see how it goes. Next thing I know, it's 7 in the morning. I
Yeah.
finished the whole season.
Yeah.
And I was just in awe.
The show is so good, and I honestly, I mean, I've made excuses. I don't know why it took me so long to actually finish it. And it's not because I was like, oh, fuck The Boys. It was kind of like, you know, I'm going to start this, and then I'm ADHD as hell, so my mind will go off elsewhere, or she'll say something, and I'll start watching Star Wars, and then I'm in the middle of the night like, shit, I was going to watch The Boys. And that happened last night, and finally I woke up this morning, and I was like, I'm going to watch The Boys. It's going to happen. So I got out of bed, you know, made my drinks and all that, sat down, turned on the first episode, and really didn't move from this spot until she called me, and she texted me and goes, hey, I'm headed home. I was like, I should probably clean. Trying to make sure this place isn't a pigsty. But I love how good the season is so far. I love every second of it.
I didn't think that it could get better than the first one, and I was wrong. Oh, so wrong.
I think I did not see the Stormfront thing coming. I should have, but I didn't.
So that was something I knew about beforehand. Like, are they gonna match the comics? With like all the stuff going on this year? Are they gonna still like, you know, have her be like a Nazi and everything?
Here's my thing. I didn't read the books.
Yeah, I haven't read the books either.
It's much worse.
With I 100% do not doubt that shit. But like, I hadn't heard much of anything about The Boys until I saw the trailers for season 1, and I was okay, it's based on a comic, I might read it, and I think I read maybe the first issue. But I've been meaning to go back and read them. But I actually like going in blind.
Yeah, like, so for me, like, not knowing what's going to happen, it makes it that much more interesting when it does.
It's a lot better for me because, like,
I don't know it. Like, I don't. Yeah, it's more of a surprise. It's not like I'm going into it knowing that Vader is Luke's father. Like, I get to find it out for myself.
Exactly. It's kind of like watching Infinity War. I knew Thanos was going to snap. But I wish I could have gone into that movie and not known what the snap was. That's exactly what I feel like watching The Boys. I have no idea what the fuck Homelander's ass is about to do. No idea at all.
I don't even think he knows, if we're being honest.
I mean,
He can do whatever the fuck he wants.
it's
That
kind of
is
like
true,
that. It's
yeah.
kind of like that doppelganger shit in that like cabin.
Oh, God.
That
was weird.
That was so damn weird.
To prove how good of an actor that man is, to watch himself have to act with a straight face, giving himself a blowjob.
Yes.
Like, how do you even begin to act that?
I don't know. And Serena was sitting on the floor because that was before we had to leave when I had texted you. I was like, okay, me and Jeff are definitely gonna have to have a conversation about this. And I'm sitting there the entire time like, kill him, go ahead and kill him, do it. And he killed him, and I literally went back and was like, oh fuck, like I did not see it coming.
Not see it coming. Yes.
See what you did there. It's kind of like he texted me. He asked me what episode. He asked me if I finished. I was like, no, I haven't finished, but I've watched enough to where we can have a decent conversation about it. And he was like, okay, we gotta do this. I was like, okay, I can't do that. I can't. He was saying, watch episode 5, then 8, fuck 6 and 7. I was like, I can't do that.
I was like, you can go back and watch those. Like, it gets you the twist, and it gets you the resolution.
I mean, 8 had the most action of the
Yeah.
whole season anyway.
Well, I was like, I can't do that. It's like skipping all the Marvel movies and going, hey, let's watch Endgame. We don't know what the fuck's going on, but let's watch it. I couldn't do that. But he told me, he was like, have you gotten to the Stormfront twist yet? I was like, what, the white supremacy thing? And he was like, oh, you're gonna text me.
An hour later, I got a text.
And I was like, what? No, I'm not gonna text you. I'm gonna wait. And they got to the when the lady's like, this is her. It's like, holy shit. I text him like, wait. So you're telling me what the fuck? And he was like, I told you.
It still gets deeper than that, dude.
I'm sure it does. Oh, I'm sure it does.
Oh my god.
I love it, but she was at work today.
Did you see the episode where they were like in the their version of Arkham Asylum?
No.
Where they had okay.
I don't think that's.
He hasn't seen Love Sausage.
See, I don't like
Bossy ring too.
I don't like the way you just said that.
Oh,
but
you'll know when you see it.
Yeah.
But she was gone at work. I was watching. It was like where Starlight and Huey were getting it on, and like Butcher and his wife were. And I was like, oh, you go, Butcher, you go. Get your dead wife, who's not really dead, but everyone thought was dead, and it's a confused thing. I was like, and I came to a realization. That's the luckiest woman alive. She got to grab Carl Urban's ass. Look me in the eyes and tell me you've never wanted to grab Carl Urban's ass.
I've never wanted to.
You're a damn liar.
It's not for me. I mean, I don't know what you do in your free time, but it's not for me.
In my head, Dean Winchester. I'm
Who's
kidding.
going to be in season 3, and I cannot wait.
They said he's keeping the beard, which Jensen Ackles. Let's go ahead and say. Okay, I make a lot of jokes on here. The dude's good to look at. He's pretty. Unanimous agreement, yes?
Yes.
I love his car.
I would make love to that car. Not in it. To it.
Yeah.
But when he grows his facial hair, he actually looks scary.
I was say I'm
like
excited
not
to
like
see what's gonna come
not like weird scary, but like that dude will fuck you up scary.
He's got the voice for it. That's the biggest thing.
He has.
I've always wanted him to wanted Marvel or DC to scoop him up too.
DC should have scooped him up for Red Hood because he voiced Red Hood in one of the animated movies.
I heard that was a rumor and that was going to happen.
I really fucking hope it does. As
For
long as
Titans, right?
if I have a lot of feelings about Titans, and he knows my feelings on Titans. I hate that show. I hate that show so much because of 2 reasons. They fucked up Dick Grayson, and they
say Dick Grayson.
Well, 3 reasons. They fucked up Batman because I did not like that costume, and their Red Hood is gonna suck.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't know. I think Jensen Ackles is gonna do very good. He's a great actor. Honestly, he's been. I think his honestly main thing is Supernatural.
That's really all that he's done.
I mean,
it's a role that's kept him like more and more famous as it's gone on.
Well, and he was in the remake of My Bloody Valentine, and that was pretty good. But like, I don't know, he's really a very good actor who I feel like can do a lot of things. If DC picks him up the day they do, I don't care what you're doing. I really don't. We're doing an episode. I will text you, hey, we're doing an episode today, but I can't. Yeah, that's cute. Get over here. But no, I mean, I don't know. I want to see how they're going to do Soldier Boy. Because I really do think, I think I said this last week or week before, I think Soldier Boy is gay. And seeing Jensen Ackles play that would be very interesting. Because Dean was a tough guy, but also you can sit there and go, oh yeah, 100%. He could be gay. But him playing a for sure gay character, I'm in for it. I think he'd do very well.
Do you have any, like, is that true? Like, from the comics? Like, have you read them all?
No, I don't know for that.
I honestly don't know. I feel like I read it somewhere. I might be dead wrong. And when he comes in, I will most definitely admit that I'm wrong. But I feel like I did read somewhere that character was gay. So, it'd be very interesting. Because Jensen Ackles, I mean, Supernatural, he was a tough guy.
Mm-hmm.
He was, he was very tough and very, how do you say the word? Like, macho, I guess. Yeah. Like, there was a lot of, he had to be a certain way, I guess, for that character. Because Dean has a lot of John in him.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I feel like... What are you thinking about that? What do you think about
I mean, I think that he could do it because, like, you saw a lot, like, over the many seasons of that show, like, between him and Sam, like, they, like, the fact that their relationship was able to evolve to, like, a point where, like, you can see, like, the non, like, macho and manly side of him. Like, you can see, like, they had, like a lot of, like, emotional bonding moments between...
And
like,
those
you could
were
see,
some
like,
of my favorite
like how far you
show.
could see they would go to, like, get each other back from, like, whatever was going on. Like, you can see, like, how good of an actor he could be, and I'm so excited to see it. I'm really just excited to see what they're going to do for season 3.
What I liked about Dean Winchester, the character, and Sam's relationship was it stayed the same to an extent, but it changed a little bit. Like, you're talking about how the extent they go towards each other. There was a part in one of the seasons where he told Sam, he was like, you're my weakness, and I'm your weakness. They know this. And it's just like when Sam got shot, and they're like, you gonna kill Dean? And Dean's like, you better. Oh, you better. Because when I come back, it's like, oh, he knows he's coming back. Cocky little bastard. But no, I'm gonna finish the season. Because I'm sure the ending of that season is just phenomenal.
I'm going to say, it'll be one of the things we'll talk about next week.
Oh, without a doubt. I'm going to be texting you about it tonight.
I believe it.
But I mean, I don't know. One thing I do feel like they could do different. I don't feel like Billy Butcher has really had much of an arc.
Yeah.
I do understand, okay, he's got to do this to save his wife. But it feels like the first season was like, it's rising, you understand it, and then it kind of just stays.
I think that you'll see, like, more of what's going to happen with him.
Last episode.
Yeah, like, that's why I was telling you, like, you got to watch episode 8, because, like, it's, like, that's the one that's going to show you a lot between, all of the character arcs, like, they finally... like, bring some of them full circle.
Right.
There's going to be some payoffs. There's, like, the twist that we know about that you don't know about with who the head popper is.
Oh, I forgot about the head pop.
Like, what we know that you haven't got to yet. Like, they have things that, like, the character arcs are going to, like, to come around.
Right. I'll tell you what,
and he gets his, like, you're going to see, like, what his is in episode 8. So, like, next week we can talk about it, and we'll talk about what's going to happen going forward with that.
I tell you who I didn't expect to be that great of an actor was the dude playing Huey.
Oh God, yeah.
Jack Quaid?
Like
I mean, he's got the
haven't
DNA in him.
I was like, both parents?
Exactly. I haven't seen him in anything. I think he was maybe in one of the Hunger Games. I feel like. I don't know. I can't remember. But
It's his breakout role. There's always that one breakout
Yeah.
role for somebody.
And well,
Honestly,
in the first,
Homelanders too.
yeah, I mean, I think he's been in one or two things, but this is the first thing I've ever seen him in. I mean, you know, they could do what I said, make him Doctor Doom, but you know, it's whatever. But
Yeah, I still like mine, Michael Fassbender.
yeah, I know.
Yeah,
Okay, we get it. We get it.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah. I had good ideas.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I know.
I have those all the time.
But but no, like when I watched the first episode, I didn't think much of him. But seeing him now, that dude is an amazing actor.
Yeah, I think between the two seasons, I think the person that's had the most like progression has been Homelander.
Oh, yeah.
Just to see, like, even in the episodes you haven't watched yet, like, there's still changes in that are coming. That it's just like it's wild to think of.
I thought one of the funny, and it's not funny because of what happened. It's funny just because the way he acted. Two things. One, when he threw that kid off the roof, and he's just like, like shit. That, or when they had the blind like ninja guy. He's like, what happens if I do this? And he smacked his ears, and I was like,
yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck? He's like, now you're just blind, and just walks out of the room. It's like, oh, you are definitely a real life Superman.
Yeah,
go-
that it proves how useless Daredevil is. Let's be honest.
See, I don't like that.
Ooh.
I don't like that because you're wrong.
Am I?
Yes.
You can beat him with the same thing Tobey Maguire used to beat Venom, okay? Just rattle some pipes, make a bunch of noise, and you have no idea what's going on.
You see, don't be talking about the devil of Hell's Kitchen like that, man.
You hate it because I'm right. Let's be honest.
You're maybe 99% right, but
Yeah.
but no, I really have from the couple episodes I've seen from this season. I wish I would have watched it earlier. But I'm glad that I've been able to watch it. Like that whale, the boat through the whale, I 100% did not see that coming. Which I should have because of the dolphin from season 1.
Okay, can we talk about the fact that they had to build the inside of a whale for a set?
Can we talk about the fact that Patton Oswalt was the Deep's gills?
Yeah.
Yes, we can.
Hey, down here, and you're like, is that? No, it's not. It is. It's his gills. They're talking to him. And for some reason, that's the voice, and I wouldn't change it.
Bro, I'm all for Patton Oswalt gills. I want those to come back.
I want them to.
I need at least one episode a season to have some Patton Oswalt gill talk.
I feel like, wasn't he happy?
Who?
Patton Oswalt. Wasn't he happy in the show Happy? The little, imaginary horse thing?
I have not a clue what you're talking about.
You never seen that?
I know he was the one that did the Star Wars, what was it, in Parks and Rec?
Oh, yeah.
The filibuster. He was the Star Wars filibuster where he just got up and took all the time
Yeah, I remember
to
that.
tell the narrative of Star Wars. And it's like, oh, no more time. Guess we got to vote now.
I do love him. I liked him. He was in King of Queens, right?
Bro, I know I'm
Probably.
old, but
feel
come on now. Like, I'm not supposed to know King of Queens.
I feel like he was. I know Lou Ferrigno was. And Adam. You hear about the Adam West recasting for Family Guy?
Oh, who in the hell did they get?
Sam Elliott.
Jesus.
Who, by the way, is dressed exactly like Sam Elliott. I'm talking full cowboy.
That's actually kind of funny. I'm not even gonna lie.
I can't wait to see it. But you know what I can't wait to see? I can't wait to see how Disney's gonna do fucking Deadpool 3.
Yeah, I'm so excited that they said they were gonna keep it rated R.
So am I.
They have to.
Well, here's the thing. They 100% said they're bringing Ryan Reynolds back. Which, if they didn't,
Nobody
they
would
would
watch it.
lose.
Yeah.
They would lose so much money.
Nobody would watch it.
They would lose more money than it would cost to make the movie.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So Ryan Reynolds is gonna come back. He's gonna keep the integrity of that character.
Yeah. Which, I mean, to be fair, he should.
Yes.
Now that they're bringing him in, do you think we get the Deadpool
Spidey?
in the Deadpool and Stan Lee cosplay for the new, like...
Oh, 100%.
Because, like, you know how he would always have that one scene where he would just kind of be in it, and it was always
Yeah,
just
but
like
there's
Stan
a
Lee.
Stanley cameo.
Do you think we now get Deadpool wearing like a fake mustache and
Oh,
aviators,
100 if
just
they-
pretending
if they-
to be Stan Lee, like in the background of like every movie now?
If they don't do that, they have wasted a perfectly good joke. I mean, really.
Like, I just need, even if it's not that, like, I just need Deadpool to be in the background of every Marvel movie from here on out. Like, just, even if it's just like he's in line ordering a coffee and like it's in the back.
I read.
Just kind of like slowly walks out of frame.
Oh
my god, that would be so funny.
I did read something. This is a while ago, and it was talking about Avengers Tower. That they wish Deadpool was there, just making chimichangas. They're looking at "Are you even here?" He's like, "Fuck!" He jumps out the window, he's like, "Catch me, Parker!" And he hits the guy. He's like, "Fuck you, Parker!" But favorite Stanley cameo.
What, my favorite one?
I pointed at you, didn't I?
Oh, God, how am I supposed to choose? I really do enjoy the Mallrats one from Captain Marvel, but I still think my favorite one is Tony Stank.
Yes. I got Mr. Stank.
Is a Tony Stank here?
I love Don Cheadle.
Yes.
Thank you for that.
Yes, Mr. Stank is here. Thank you for that.
I like the Stank table for three. I love it. Mine is probably Captain America. After Cap takes the helmet and he's going to save Bucky, and the lady comes out on stage, and he's like, "I thought he'd be bigger than that." That's my favorite. I love Stan.
What's yours?
The Tony Stank one.
Tony Stank.
It's always like so fun to see cosplays of that too. There's like a little kid that does it, and he just like, has a little FedEx package with himself. He's like, "I have a package for Tony Stank," and he just goes up to everyone. I was like,
please tell me he goes up to everyone dressed up as Iron Man.
No, he's dressed up as like the FedEx employee.
That's what I'm saying. Like, he goes up to everyone dressed up as Iron Man. I have a package for Tony Stank.
Yeah, he definitely does.
Oh my god, I love this.
I like that. I like the one from Thor Ragnarok when he's gonna cut Thor's hair. And he's like, "Don't you touch my hair!" And he gets closer. "Please, kind sir." But that, or I think it was from Guardians 2, where they're doing the multiple jumps, and they go past him. He's like,
and he's talking to the Watchers.
Yeah, he's like, "So I was working as a FedEx guy." He's like, "Okay, so Stan Lee's a Watcher."
Yes, Stan Lee is one of the what is it that they're coming? He's an Eternal. You will never convince me otherwise. He's an Eternal.
Did you hear about what Kevin Smith said? That there's going to be a Stan Lee cameo in Mallrats 2?
Goddamn better be.
How the hell are they going to... I mean, I'm not going to bitch about it. But how are they going to do that?
It could be
Maybe he already
audio.
recorded something.
Yeah, it could be audio.
It could be. I like the one from Reboot. When they walked into the comic book shop, and it was the glasses and the sweater.
Oh, yeah.
I thought that was great. That or the ending credits.
Oh, yes.
That was beautiful. I cry every single time.
Oh,
every single time. Just buckets.
That was really good.
Crying buckets. Could put a fire out with all the tears. I cry. But I mean, I don't know. I really hope Disney doesn't fuck up Deadpool the way they fucked up Star Wars. I'm sorry. I did not like the sequels.
No one liked them.
I just hope that they take after what HBO Max is doing with Wonder Woman.
Oh.
And if they give us Black Widow, maybe like
February, we need
March.
Black Widow to have her time in theaters.
I do agree.
Well, so that's what they were doing with the. So they're releasing it on HBO Max, but it's also going to be in theaters, so you could go see it in theaters if you want, or
if
or they should do the purchase thing like what Disney Plus did. Like they need something to show that like, see, we can have a successful Marvel superhero woman movie. Like, we've been waiting for this Black Widow movie for like years. What happened in
long
Budapest?
Fucking time.
Well, I mean, so I think that like you can look at it in terms of subscriptions, right? So for the people that don't give a crap about Star Wars, they might not be subscribed because like there's been nothing Marvel on Disney Plus yet. Maybe the WandaVision show isn't going to be their cup of tea. But if you put out the Black Widow movie, like in tandem with theatrical release, and so then you could, even like regardless of your Disney Plus stuff, you could look at the theatrical release of that versus, say, what was it, Tenet that came out,
Yeah,
you can put the numbers up against Tenet to see how much better it did than this thing, which is supposed to be like this great Christopher Nolan like comeback film. Like you can put the numbers up because it it came out at the same time. There are a lot of places globally that still have like you're gonna get your overseas numbers could still be like way bigger than they would here. But if you have an influx of subscribers into Disney Plus, because they're no longer, so that's what HBO Max was doing, is that they took away the 7-day free trial.
Mm-hmm.
They're putting it out for free, but you cannot get like a 7-day free trial, watch cancel your subscription. You can't, like, you have to pay for at least a month.
Which is very smart.
So if they were to do something similar where you had to pay, like you couldn't free trial your way into it, and you had to pay to gain these subscribers, like to watch the movie, you could use that number and say, okay, between like the first week that it came out, we got this many new subscribers. You can put that in terms of like your viewership and how many people want to see something.
And and I could see,
because they've already had like, I don't know how Mulan did with the pay for, but
it did very well.
And that's
it
because
did shockingly well.
That was an additional. So like what I'm saying is that they cannot make it like Wonder Woman, where it's just like on there if you have it. They need to make it an additional payment.
Yeah, they need. I do agree with that. I would love to see Black Widow in theaters. Do not get me wrong, but I do understand. With everything going on now, there's a lot of people who don't want to go to theaters.
Yep.
Totally understandable. Put it out on Disney Plus. Do the same thing you do with Mulan. If you have to pay $30 to see Black Widow, if you want to see Black Widow that bad, you're gonna pay $30. And Mulan did very well. They made a lot more money than they thought they were.
Even though they took out Mushu, shame on them.
Shame on their family.
Dishonor on you, dishonor on your family.
But I mean, I don't know. I honestly hope they don't do that.
So like that's why I was saying like the Wonder Woman thing, like it's still going out in theaters. Like I might go see it in theaters. Like it's still, even if it's free on HBO Max, which I already have, I might still go see it in theaters, just because like I know my stereo system is good at my house, but it's not movie theater good.
That is true. But I mean, did you see the pictures that Jeremy Renner posted though?
Mm-mm.
They're starting filming for Hawkeye.
Oh, is that one going to be a series, right?
Mm-hmm. That's gonna be so damn good.
Are they filming it here? Because in Atlanta, they're filming.
They're filming Spider-Man in Atlanta. I think.
They're filming Spider-Man, and they're filming one of the Disney Plus series there. Because I saw NYPD stuff everywhere.
I think it was.
It's for. What was the other one with Winter Soldier?
Falcon
and
Winter Soldier.
That's what they're filming right now in Atlanta.
Yeah,
accidentally walked on the set. And then when I came back to be like, oh, wait a second, this is filming for what? They were like eyeing me. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna just go away now. What
is this filming for? Why you give me the stank eye? I'm asking a question.
Because like my friend Riley, like he went to school with us. Like he graduated my grade, so he was like a year older than me. So like he would have been like 2 years older than you. But like he works like he works with like the grip stuff.
Oh, okay.
And like, so he worked on Black Panther. Like, I know we've talked about it on here before, but he worked on Black Panther, and like right now he's filming like the rest of the final season for The Walking Dead. Like that's what he's doing right now. And he was telling me all this stuff that, cause like I was just asking, I was like, hey, like what's going on? Cause like you still, even if you're not working on it, like you know what's being filmed like up there.
Yeah.
And that's how I knew that they were doing some of the stuff with like the Black Widow, and like there was some of it that was filmed in Macon.
Yep.
That they came down here to film, and so he was telling me that like he did like the pilot for the Demilitarized Zone, which is something that's going to be on HBO Max.
And I saw that on Facebook the other day.
He's like, that's already done. Like they filmed that last year. Like it's just post production now. But he was telling me that they were filming the Falcon and Winter Soldier up there. I was like, oh my god, it's happening! It's happening!
That's one I can't wait to see, because I'm a huge Winter Soldier guy.
Well, so that's the thing, is like I don't even know when we'd even get it, because like WandaVision, they pushed it back to like
January.
To
January.
I think it's gonna push back a month.
It was
December to January, right?
No, it was supposed to come out this weekend, I think,
Oh,
or like
I
next
thought it was
weekend.
December.
It was supposed to.
Like next weekend is
Yeah,
December.
it's supposed to come out like next
So I mean,
week.
it's like maybe.
Yeah, originally it was going to come out in November, then it got pushed to December, and now it got pushed to January. Which,
Yeah.
if they push it to February, me and Disney going to have some words.
They replaced
strongly worded letter.
They replaced it with Soul on Disney Plus for their release calendar. which I'm not gonna go see that Pixar movie.
No.
I want my damn WandaVision.
Yeah.
So they're pushing that back along with the movies. So like I still think that like we might see something similar with like if it works for Wonder Woman 84. If it works, I think that Disney might try and ride the coattails and see.
They're gonna let HBO trial it first.
Yeah, like HBO is gonna be the test dummy, which to be fair, Disney was the test dummy for,
so now HBO's
for putting Mulan on there and seeing that it worked. So
HBO,
now
HBO's got to get their time in the ring, which I get, and hopefully once they realize both,
because it's going to be a simultaneous release between HBO Max and the movie theaters. So if you want to go see it in theaters, you can go see it in theaters, then come home and watch it again.
I'd probably just buy the tickets just so that we could have some box office.
Oh yeah.
And go Road Too Dangerous.
I mean, I'd go see it in GTX. Like, are you kidding me? Like that?
Buy the whole row out.
Have you? We ain't got that kind of money.
No.
Have you been to a movie in the GTX?
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah, like the chairs are just so comfortable.
I think that's what we went to go see Star Wars in.
Yeah, because I will plan my day around going to see a movie in that versus a regular theater now. I don't want to. The only thing that could compare is like IMAX, and we don't have one. Like the one in Macon is not that good, so I'm not going up there to get it. Like I went and saw Far From Home up there, but it really wasn't. It wasn't much different than the GTX.
That's where me and Brandon went to go see Far From Home too. I mean, I don't know. I'm definitely gonna go see it in GTX though.
Yeah, like if it comes out, like I feel like we'll have to make a trip to the movie theater and watch it. So like I think that we've covered a lot of stuff. Like I know we're gonna talk next week about The Boys.
Because I'll finish and you'll get to hear my full flabbergast.
Yeah, and then now I can finally talk to you about this stuff.
I mean, yeah.
We'll figure out some other stuff to talk about for next week. I know because there's really not much coming out. You know, we'll obviously have our weekly Mando episode. We'll have plenty to talk about for that.
Oh yeah, without a doubt.
Hopefully.
And then we'll finish up talking about The Boys. And I'll just say, if you want to go ahead, like plug the socials and everything. Like I know I'm gonna have it up on screen, but just kind of like if there's anything I missed.
Yeah, Marvelous Rachel is my tag on TikTok, Instagram. I'm not really on Twitter, so yeah. Follow me on Instagram or TikTok and fall into the rabbit hole of cosplay and all that jazz. Thanks for having me on today.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Like it was
great, very good conversation.
Oh yeah, I mean we're definitely gonna have you on whenever Widow does eventually come out.
Oh yeah,
we will have you on. You will have to show up in full cosplay.
Cosplay.
We will have cameras by this point.
If you don't show up in full cosplay, sorry, you're gonna have to turn around. Go home.
Yeah, we'll have to reschedule. Let's put it that way.
We'll reschedule, but I'm here. Well, we're not. Okay. You're looking at the life size.
I was about to say give you a chance to like show off everything on screen too, because we should by that time, because that's not coming out for at least.
It's not coming out. I think
March is what their date is.
Yeah.
So like that,
we have a couple.
We'll have plenty of time to get everything set up, get the actual visual going, so you can see our wonderful faces.
Oh yeah.
And your bald head.
You know what? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, and my bald head. That is also very true.
Yeah, but that's gonna wrap it up for us this week. I was say, is there anything else you wanted to talk about before we end?
I honestly can't think of anything right now.
All right, well, we'll see you guys later, and I was about to say, this is Jeff.
This is Josh.
And we'll see y'all next week.
May the force be with you.
This is the way.